So I got questions asked about hair extensions and stuff. So I feel like I'm gonna do this in like a 2-part type video. Well, I don't know, like some, I don't know. I'm just gonna break it up into sections. So I'm gonna do like the hair extensions Q&A. So let's see here. Okay, someone asked, what is the longest your hair has to be for extensions? Okay, the longest your hair has to be for extensions is at least about, I want to say 3 inches if you're wanting to do like a sew. Actually, I have it like sewn in. And then I recommend also having 3 inches if you're going to be trying to put in clips. But if you're going to be gluing it in, I mean, you can actually do it with a pixie cut, because I had, for my senior pictures, my hair was a pixie cut, and then I just had hair extensions put in, and I mean, people actually thought it was my real hair, which was kind of crazy because, I mean, I changed my hair a lot. So that's what I recommend. Okay, the best kinds of hair extensions. There is a brand that's at Sally's called Euronex. Piece of shit. Don't buy it. I know everyone's like, but they're so amazing. It's not worth the money. I'm telling you. They fall, like whenever you brush it, the hair just falls out of it. And it's just terrible. Like, people are just like, oh, but it's so soft. Once you wash it and you start messing with it with like your heat products and stuff like that, it is crap. It is not worth your $80, $90, $100 more, whatever you pay for it. I recommend making your own hair extensions. And those hair extensions that you can make, you can buy $50 and under for 18-inch hair extensions. I know they start about like $45, $50. I'd recommend buying the Sassy brand from Sally's. I really enjoy that. There's also a brand that's over at a local beauty supply shop that it's called Just Love It, and I really enjoy that. So if you have that brand or anything like that, it works just as well. So if you're going to be doing clip-in hair extensions, I suggest buying Sassy or Just Love It hair extension brand, and make sure that it's 100% human hair, because you have to read the fine print, because sometimes it says 100% human hair and then you keep reading the fine print 25% horsehair, and you're just like, what? And you're sitting there all confused. So my advice to you, read the fine print before buying. Also about bonding, like I guess we're going to do glue, I guess. There are 2 types of glue. There is a liquid gold, and you can buy that at most, like, just, I don't want to offend anybody, but African American hair stores that just sell strictly like African American, like Canicolon jumbo braids and oil sheen and things of that nature. You can normally find Bond-A-Weave. It's like a liquid gold glue is what it's called, or it's called Bond-A-Weave liquid gold glue. That normally lasts you about, I want to say about 3 to 4 weeks before you have to take it out. And then whenever you're doing glue-in hair extensions with just like regular, like dollar glue that you can buy from Sally's, just like the regular stuff. I don't have the Sally's brand that they sell though, but I have something that's sort of like that. If it's not done properly, it's only going to last you about 2, maybe even a week if it's not done properly. But normally whenever I do glue in hair extensions, I only leave them in for 2 weeks at a time. The only reason why is because the glue it's really hard to get the glue out of your hair from the root to the tip. So I recommend not gluing your hair extensions in. Only if you're only going to do it for like a short amount of time, then you can do it. But if you're wanting to have it in permanently, then I suggest getting it sewn in, which they do like kind of like cornrow braids and things like that. I've only had that done twice in my life, and it lasted me about 2 to 3 months every single time that I had it done, and I loved it. It also, whenever you get it sewn, it also contributes to hair growth. So whenever you get it done, your hair starts growing. But the only bad thing about that is it makes the ends of your hair kind of brittle, but you have to get that cut off But the thing with that, when it gets cut off, it makes up from the hair growth that came out of it, because it's already grown more than what you would think that you have to get cut off. Because normally you have to get cut off about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, which I'm okay with. I'm someone that's like, they don't cry about that. So that's something. If you have thin hair, I normally recommend people to get the Fusion hair extensions. It's pretty pricey, but it's so worth it. I've only had a couple of like strands put in, and they were just color strands, like pink and like blue, and I just had them fused into my hair, and that was the only thing I had. I loved it. They stayed in for a very, very long time. I mean, they were kind of short, but I suggest if you have the money, invest in Fusion bonding hair extensions. They're the bomb. I love them. It's different than everything else, and I mean, I feel more normal doing my hair with those than I did with like clip-in hair extensions, and the weave was kind of the same as that, but yeah. Also, people have asked about microbeads. I've never had microbeads done, but I've had friends that have done them. I've heard that it caused them irritation at the scalp sometimes, which that's only a couple of times that I've heard that, but most people that I've known that have had the microbeads, they didn't have a problem with it. So I would recommend getting it, but I would ask somebody else, not me, since I haven't personally had it done. How long do the hair extensions have to be for the glue to stay in? I think I already answered that. I think about 3 inches or so. I would seriously go with 3 inches. I mean, just to be on the safe side. But I mean, you can have a pixie cut and try it. But if you're gonna do that professionally done. Okay. Also, another thing. When doing hair extensions and you're wanting to glue them in, I suggest, hold on, let me go find these. Okay, these are clip-in hair extensions, but they're gonna have to do for now, but I'm gonna show you. Whenever you're gonna do clip-in hair extensions, my advice to you would be to take the weft, the long weft that you're gonna get, measure it from the back of not back of your ear, like to the side right here, all the way to the other side. Don't do your weft hair extensions in like sections. No, don't do that. I repeat, do not do that. Do not do that. Okay, and also if you're sewing or making your own hair extensions, don't do one weft at a time. Double them up like this. I don't know if you can see that, but I suggest doubling them up and then gluing on your clips to it, so it's thicker and it just gives it a better texture when you put it into your hair. Something else. Someone asked me where I had gotten my 30-inch hair extensions. They were actually a present from my aunt. My aunt lives overseas, and I will tell you that they run from about $150 for that 30-inch, because it was human hair. That's what it was. And it was 30 inches long. I mean, it was about that's what she said, but I mean, it was a pretty good size of hair. But the thing is with that, if you're gonna buy it, I suggest buying 2 packs of it, because the weft was only this big, so I had to double up on hair extensions, like buying a 26-inch, and then I had, well, not 26, 24-inch, and then an 18-inch pack, so it looked natural. So also with being natural, to make your extensions look natural, if you're doing like the scene like hairstyle or whatever, I mean, you can get away with just 1 pack of hair. So like just on the bottom layer, and then you're teasing it up, and then you flip it all back. So you can get away with 1 pack. Now if you're wanting to do like full on, like beautiful, luscious, like just full hair, just very full hair. If you have thin hair, I normally suggest getting 2 packs of hair. Like 2 packs of hair of the same length of what you're wanting to get, unless you're wanting it to look layered, or you're going to cut it yourself to layer it. But if you have thick hair like I do, it normally takes me about 3.5 to 4 packs of hair, just so it covers everything to make it look natural. So that's something that you also need to think about, because you'll have to invest somewhat of money. This right here, this is about, I want to say $150 worth of hair. Here's something else too, because I took one of the 30 inches and I've trimmed it down to where it's like down here, which is like 24 inches now. So I suggest doing a lot of investment in it, like thinking about how much you're going to have to spend on it. I suggest buying it in layers though. Go from the longest then to the shortest, because it's going to be a whole lot cheaper for you to do instead of having to buy something that's already one length and then you're going to have to cut it and you're wasting your money. So yeah, what's also something else? Somebody else asked me a question about hair extensions the other day. How to take care of them. I wash my hair extensions every week. Every week, I'm telling you guys and girls, I know guys that wear them. Wash your hair extensions every week, because you're going to be touching them and you're going to be putting product in it. And whenever you touch it and you put product in it, all your germs from your hands, because most people get sick from their hands because their germs are on it. So I suggest washing them every single week. I just use my normal shampoo that I use in my hair. I mean, there really isn't. It's funny because they tell you need to use hair extension shampoo, and I'm like, no, you don't. You have to treat it. If you're wanting it to feel like the texture of your hair, use the exact same shampoo that you're using on yours, so it has the exact same texture and feel and all that good shit. So that's something to think about. I guess I'll try to make a like how to put them in, I guess, or how to make them and things of that nature to make it more easier on people, because I mean, I've seen people like hot glue clips onto hair extensions and I'm just like, what? That's not going to stay, because you have to clip it and it's going to fall off. And I've seen people not double up or even triple up on the hair that they need. So there's no. So yeah, if you have any more questions, leave them down below and I'll more than likely answer them for you. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Bye.